Okay, are we ready to get going with our first stitch along for 2023? Here we have the wire frame bag. Now I love this, darling. It is just such a simple one to make. It only has 2 pattern pieces for the large size, and it is just an absolute TARDIS. So I've got mine set up here as a little first aid kit, and you can see just how much this stores in it. So wireframe, which means it sits just beautifully. It is now I've lined mine, and that is the one we are going to be stitching along here. And then it just with a double zip, so 1 zip at each end, just comes through and folds up beautifully. Now the handles that I've done on this one, because I had some black strapping, I just added my fabric to the edge. Today the ones I'm going to use, I'm actually going to do my handles slightly differently, but we will show you both ways. So let's see what we need to get started here. First thing we need is the correct fabric, and I'm using a quilter's cotton, and I found just this gorgeous print at my local Habby shop the other day. So again, as a first aid bag or as a lunchbox, either of these are going to go perfectly. Think about some of those sewing fabrics you've got. This would make a great little bag for carrying along your tools to classes. We've got our 2 main pieces, which are which is the front and back of our bag and the sides, and they are cut to 26 by 45 centimeters or 10 by 17.5 inches. And then we've got one piece which is 14.5 by 31 centimeters or 6 by 12.5 inches. So altogether this takes half a meter of fabric. You will have a couple of little bits left over, but then I've also got my straps, which are 6 centimeters by 75 centimeters, and I've got 2 of those. I'm going to cut exactly the same amount from lining fabric, and look, I love a good waterproof lining, and I am using, and this is a little trick for the day, I am using a shower curtain that I purchased and that I then cut up to use as lining in waterproof projects. Now we're using 2 different types of foam or lining, wadding in this project. So the first one is the Stitch and Shape, and this is the product that we sell. It is on our website. I'll post a link up for it, and it's perfect because it gives the correct amount of stiffness to support the bag but doesn't add any bulk. And then we've got in the lining, I've got just regular wadding. Now you could also use Insul Bright if you wanted this as a lunchbox. Other things that we're going to need is we are going to need bag feet, which I don't have here at the moment. What I do have is, and I'll just take those parts off so that I can show you, I'm going to use my blue zipper pulls to coordinate with the fabric there, and I've got my rainbow zipper, and you need 65 centimeters of zipper and 2 zipper ends. Other than that, you need a fabric to match your you need a thread to match your fabric, and you are ready to go. Okay, let's get stitching.